What's up, everybody? It's Paul in the 619 with another Conversations with the Community. So, I'm a pretty big supporter of indie comics, but my next guest, there's nobody bigger. I mean, it seems like every week she has like one or two creators that have a Kickstarter. If I'm wrong, she'll correct me. But my next guest is K-pop junkie. For those who know her, her name's Katie. So without further ado, let me bring her in.
Hello.
Hi, Katie.
Hi.
I was gonna have it so the clapping died down, but I was like, it's too long, so I just cut it. So
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
so so first off, I want to say thank you for taking the time out to for me to interview you. You're definitely on my short list, so thank you so much for your
You're
time.
welcome. Thank you for
Uh,
having me.
So let's dive right into it. I know usually you're the one who's like interviewing people, but I wanted to flip it. I'm going to interview you. So,
Okay.
all right. So as far as your earliest comic book memories, can you tell
hmm
us about that?
Well, I started out in the sports card stuff in the 80s, and then my bro and I got into comics because our neighbor was highly competitive. So we started going to sports card shows, and that's when they started having comic vendors at the sports card shows. So that was in the 80s, and then we got really big into it in the 90s. But yeah, it was mostly just competition between me and my bro and our neighbor who could get the better book. Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, is that how you got into comics?
Mhm. Yeah.
So, so when did you start doing comic book content on YouTube?
It's well, my show's been going on. My show is 2 years, but then I was doing behind the scenes stuff and other stuff. I wasn't. My face wasn't on there. I was doing some other stuff. I was doing late night shows with Tricky. I was Monterey Jacked, and I was helping out in the comic auctions. That's probably been 3 to 4 years in there. But yeah, it's been 2 years since I was really doing anything on my channel.
Oh wow. Well, the thing is that as far as like the indie scene, I don't know anyone bigger. I mean, nobody does it like you. As far as like, who was like the first person you did, the first Kickstarter that you did?
I've had a couple. My very, very first guest is the reason why I started my show in the first place. I have two series. I have my Fargus feature show, which is non-campaign stuff, and then my other series, which is the Kicking It with K-pop, which is all campaign focused. So Fargus feature started because I bought a sketch cover, Lobo versus Krampus fighting from Fox Lang, And then I was like, I want to show this off. So that's why I started my Fridays feature. I started doing one show every 3 months,
Okay.
and then it got so big that I had to branch my regular show to the other show because I was having campaign people on, and I wanted to separate the two. So like my first ones were kind of like Jason Douglas with Jane American, and then I had Lex Lyon on for her Doom Kitty campaign. Those are my first couple. And then yeah, I really branched it out to separate it. And then the kick thing kind of just kind of blew up. So yeah, but I do more than Kickstarter though. It's Indiegogo, Backer Kit, Pledge Box, Fund My Comic,
There's so
Zoop.
many.
Oh,
There's so
there's hundreds of them. Yeah, there's hundreds everywhere. Yeah, there's digital only ones. Yeah.
well. The thing is, I'm pretty sure you're so big that you don't contact them. I bet you people contact
Mm-mm.
you all the time.
I've had to turn like 10 to 20 people away every month because I don't have space on my show, which is
My
what I've explained to people many times that I don't have enough space. And I'm trying to scale back down to just doing my Friday show, which is my farthest, and my Sunday show, which is my kicking it. So I'm in the middle of making a master list of people. If you want to do reviews or interviews, let me know. You need to contact me because I'm not going to add you to the list if you're not saying yes, because I need to know contact info. I needed some other stuff. So it's a master list for people to set up interviews if they want to do campaign tours. So if people want to get on that, just contact me. I'm on all the sites on the same name. So,
Nice, nice.
but yeah, I literally have, I don't know where it is, but I have a stack of this of 2 to 3 years worth of people that have wanted to be on my show that I haven't had chance to contact yet because I got some people contacting me to come on the show. So
Well, that's a
it's
good
a problem to have. Yeah.
endless content.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the thing with me is that like my weaknesses is whatnot. For me, I get into
Wait,
stuff.
your audio just flipped or something. It just something happened.
You can't hear me.
I can. It just got a little watery for a second. Wait,
Okay.
keep talking. I would see if
All right.
it fixed itself. Maybe
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Okay, so the thing with me is that whatnot and Kickstarter, those are kind of
Mm,
like my weaknesses. If I get into that
yeah.
stuff, I need everything. Like the
Yes.
stretch goals and everything. So I really try to stay away from all that, but it's hard.
Yep.
There's so,
Oh, I
there's so
know.
much good content out there. There's so much good
There's
stuff.
so there's so much good stuff. I wish I could back everybody. I cannot.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I'm a super backer just on Kickstarter. I backed 130 some campaigns
Oh my god.
just on Kickstarter. So,
Yeah. No,
so
I know
I've
it's
had to slow down. I've had to slow down. There's some fantastic ones. I would love to back all the ones that I can't. I'll have to come around the next time they come around and get stuff. But yeah, no, it's impossible to back everything. There's just so many campaigns out there that I would love backing, but it's impossible to
yeah.
back them
No,
all.
because I've seen a
Yeah.
lot. I've watched a bunch of your those campaigns and stuff. And I
Mhm.
mean the art, I mean the storyline, and then the guy or girl that you have on, I mean they're like dope. They're like really good people,
Yeah.
and you definitely want to support them. But like you said, it's just you can't support everybody.
It's
That's
impossible. No, you literally cannot. Listen, I'll be broke for sure if I
but
back off.
the good thing is that you're giving them a platform to talk about their product.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
so if you and I don't support them, there's somebody out there that's going to see it and go, you know what, I
Yes.
want to. So it's great that you're doing that.
Exactly.
You're actually doing a service for the hobby, and so I want to say thank you for
Oh,
that.
you're welcome. Listen, I am so glad that I stumbled upon what I've done at the time because there was definitely a niche for it because
Yeah,
indie creators need all the supports and the advertisement that they could get, and I'll gladly do this any day of the week. Yeah, and I also feel bad that I don't do it more often than I do.
yeah. Well, it's funny
Yeah.
too because when I'll go to the cons and I'll see somebody and then I go, oh, that looks interesting, and I'll pick it up. And it's funny because I would put it on Instagram and you'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I know who that person is. I'm like, shit, she knows everybody.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
yeah, as far as like indie comics, nobody's as big and a supporter than you are. So that's cool. Um, so, okay, This question I've asked every guest. I've interviewed at least 15 people, and I've always got
Okay.
a different answer. And I love asking it, but it's not the easiest question to answer. But let's see how this goes. Okay,
Okay.
so what comic book, cartoon, movie, or character in literature do you relate to the most?
Hmm. Interesting. Well, I would probably go with Mad Madam Mim from the Sword and Stone because I myself also refer to myself as a swamp witch.
No way. I gotta write
Yes.
that down. Who is that?
Mad Madam Mim from the Sword of the Stone, um, from the Disney movie.
I know the
That's
movie.
a
I never
Yeah.
watched it.
She's in the hut in the forest. That purple lady. She starts out as a sexy lady, then she turns into herself, which is the haggard old swamp lady.
Swamp
Yeah,
Hack.
the swamp. Yeah, swamp witch. Yeah,
That's awesome.
that's a. Always loved this lady. Always wanted to get my own hut in the forest away from people, and curse them. They wander onto my property. Exactly.
So
Yes.
when I play Dungeons and Dragons, and there's a swamp, there's always a swamp hag. So
Yeah. Exactly. That's where I
yeah.
dwell.
All right. If there was one superpower you can have, what would that superpower be?
Hmm. Probably something zappy so I can really attack people. Lightning bolt, zappy hands. Think emperor.
So
Just
like
pure zapping it.
magic stuff, like sorcery.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely magic stuff.
Oh,
Definitely
there you go.
sorcery. We're going with
All
that.
right.
Whenever I could burn somebody. Hey,
There's a
you
theme
know,
here. There's like a swamp hag. There's
I
sorcery.
know.
Oh my god.
Listen, yeah, that sorcery is also interesting because you also revive them and then zap them again.
Oh,
Endless.
that's awesome. Um, do you collect anything besides comics?
Everything. Halloween decor. I started out collecting as a wee toddler rocks.
Yeah.
I have rocks all over the place. That's probably the first thing. You just grab stuff. Well, listen, skulls. I don't know, cards, skulls, dumb stuff, toys. I have
Yeah.
toys
Well, it's not
galore.
dumb because you love that stuff, so that's cool.
I love it, but it's dumb because I have nowhere to put it. So yes,
Oh, yeah. I can't go as far as my room.
my problem.
Can't go this way. I can only go.
No, yeah, I've literally the last 4 days have taken this whole section here. I finally got to that wall and I'm going that way and I'm reorganizing everything. It took me a long time to do this.
Oh,
It
looks
takes me
good.
forever because I'm moving all the toys around. So yeah, yeah, it's a lot of work.
Um. So, what are you currently reading? Is there anything you're currently reading?
At the moment, I'm kind of on read break right now, only because I just have so much stuff going on in my life. But I was really big into a few titles that came out, and I'm actually just going back and rereading some older things and a lot of like the omnis and the hardcover stuff that I got in, which I've been very much enjoying. A lot of the anthologies. I'm big into horror anthologies. I just got the Love and Death, and I can't wait to read that one. So that'll be my next read that I'm going to be reading.
Very cool. Is Halloween your favorite holiday?
Yes, it's the best. Listen, wearing trick or treat. Yes, the
There
best.
you go.
Yeah.
It's funny though, because you know how retailers they always get a jump start. There's Halloween like everywhere, so it's pretty cool. I love it.
Halloween everywhere, but then it's gone by September and they bring in the
I
Christmas
know
stuff.
it's horrible.
No, you hear
Yeah,
this, retailers? No, you got to keep this going to Thanksgiving. Then there's Thanksgiving. Then there's Christmas. Slow down. No, don't do that. Mm-mm.
um, so as far as comics, do you collect any DC or Marvel?
Collect everything.
Everything. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I started in the 80s just picking up random, like I'm talking random stuff. And then we would go in the 90s, we would go to our stores when they finally started popping up and we would do 10 for $1. That's what they were cost in the back issue bins. And I would pull out anything that had a lady character on it because there wasn't really much at the time. And then I would pick all that up. I would pick up a bunch of X-Men classics back in the day, just random DC, Batman, whatever. I collect everything. Um, then I stopped for a while, then I came back to it when Jim Balance run on Catwoman came out. I got really big into that, so she's my main lady. And then I'd say Spider-Man, but I don't really collect the main runs of Spider-Man too much. Only the interesting ones that pull me in. But yeah, I collect everything. I
So,
collect the weirdest '90s. I have a huge box of just nothing but '90s anime comics.
oh wow. So okay, you
Yeah,
said Catwoman. You said Spider Man. So who's your favorite comic book character?
probably Lobo.
Lobo. Nice. Are you excited to
Yeah.
see Jason
Oh
Momoa?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been part of the Jason Momoa like tag him on Lobo things for like years. We would tag him at
Yeah,
places like don't mess this up. Like this
he's
was
born
years
for
ago.
that role. He has the vibe
Oh,
and everything. The look.
born for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't tell, but there's a Lobo's right there. Figure.
So as far as you said earlier, your brother collected. Do you have anyone else in your family that collects comics?
Yeah, a couple of cousins and stuff that do. Yeah. Mhm.
Cool.
And I'm
Nice.
kind of probably the biggest one in the family, but yeah, we have a couple cousins and stuff that do.
Very cool. And okay, so is there a grail out there that you're looking for? That you
No,
so
not really. I already got it. Well,
nice.
I was looking for the. I don't really do keys. They're not
Okay.
really important to me. I just pick books that like have like something that I want it, and then I usually just don't. I don't go to cons either looking to look for books. And if I just go and browse, I see something. Oh, that's cool. I'll buy it. But I don't really go to cons for books. But I got AOK'd Lois Lane, the first Silver Age Catwoman. That was my go to for a long time. And
Oh wow.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
When did you get
it's
that?
my last year.
Last year? Yeah, dude, congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, I
So,
don't I'm not like a key person. I'm not really like a grail person. I'm just like a I see something, it looks dope. And I just get it. kind of
like, well,
oh I
okay.
was, but
Answer this question. If money wasn't an issue, would there be a comic that you would buy?
um no, because I would rather take that money and go and get a piece of art from an artist and make it super fancy so I can have it displayed on my wall at all time. That's kind of in the realm that I'm in right now, where I'm not really buying as much older comics or comics. I don't really buy monthlies anymore, so I'm mostly just buying like campaign stuff and just regular back issue weird stuff that I find. But yeah, no, I would invest that in a piece of art, or I would go and buy a page. If that was the case, I would go a cover page or cover art, interior art for a comic. Is what I would do instead of the comic. That's what I would do. Yeah.
That stuff used to be so cheap. Now it's like
Oh,
more
yeah.
than more than comics. It's like crazy, you know. Because I used to
Mm,
buy like just original art. Original art was like $50, $100. Now
oh,
it's like a
cheap.
lot.
Yeah.
Now it's like $5,000. like
Yeah.
like who has that kind of money? That's crazy. Um, so, are there any writers or artists that you were a fan of that you've met?
Yeah. Simon Beasley.
Simon Beasley, nice. Are there any artists or writers that you haven't met that you look forward to meeting someday?
Jim Ballant.
Wow, you're quick on the answers. That's awesome. So, you said that you used to sell comics.
What?
Did you say you used to sell comics or you sell comics?
I still do. I run a auction, but I was big into the auction community a couple of years ago. But yeah, but I've actually boofed with people and sold their stuff, so I might be actually doing that coming up at some cons. So
Okay.
yeah,
So, is there anything that you've sold that you regret selling?
not regret selling. I've had things stolen out of
Oh
my
my god!
collection, which upset me dearly. My original game collection, my original Magic collection. Oh yeah, that listen, nothing hurts worse than that. That right to the
That hurt.
heart, right to the
That hurt.
heart.
You said that.
Yes,
That's the
right
worst.
to the heart. Yeah, it was great. Listen, it's a good thing they didn't find my comics. I had dumb comics back when that happened, but yeah, no. When that happens, that's terrible. You can't recover from that. Yeah, no, I stopped playing Magic for a long time because it just hurt too much. It was like ah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. That blows, man.
Yeah.
People
Oh, it
say
was unfortunate. We had to move. And we were moving, and we are in between at the time where we had to like store stuff to like, and then that storage unit got broken into. We are like, oh, yeah. That's what happened. Yeah.
I've had
Tough
that
times.
before. Yeah, that's not a good feeling.
Tough times. Yeah.
Um, as far as the hobby, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Making my own comics, doing more with comics, but yes.
Have you, as far, okay, so do you kind of have idea or do you have something already written? Like, kind of like,
Oh, I've been working on stuff for years. I,
oh,
I, I started working on stuff when I was in grade school.
very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd buy it. I'd buy that comic.
Oh
Kickstarter,
yeah, it's
good.
all horror related. It's
Good
all
kick.
horror related. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll be doing the tours. Yeah, yeah.
Nice. All right. So, you know what? I only have a few questions left. And see, I told you this was
Okay.
going to go fast.
All
So,
right. Yeah.
okay. So, as far as like your collection, are there items in your collection that you covet and and as far as like if your house was burning and you ran out
Yes.
the door, what would be the item that you would grab?
That's really difficult because my babies are my sealed wizards that I have over there. I redid my collection of my wizards, but I have the Barbie fashion from the '90s that my grandmother bought me way back in the day, and then I have my Marvel Team Up '96, which is Spider-Man and Howard the Duck, which I would be taking that as one of the first things. But recently I picked up more art, so I
Oh
would
wow,
grab this whole section. Listen, this is all stuff to frame, but let me tell you, I grab this whole bundle right here of delicious. I don't even know what is here, and it would be Simon Bisley Lobo.
nice.
Yeah,
That is
Simon Bisley judged death, and then I would reach over here and I would grab this, and it would be by James O'Barr Crow, right here. Yeah,
wow.
yes.
That's
So
dope.
that's what I'd be grabbing because I'm about to put these on my wall because yeah, they're going all up right here. But yes,
Back
that's what I would grab. That's
Oh,
what I
I
would be
love that.
grabbing. Yeah. I don't even know what else is in here, but yes, that's what I would grab.
Okay, one more question, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually let you plug or do any shout outs. If
Okay.
you have any. But like as far as the community, um, because you've been in the community for a couple years.
Mhm.
Is there other shows that you like watching on YouTube?
Oh yeah, there's okay. The little comic communities over here. There's about 90 million more of them
Yeah,
all over the place. I hate tend to hang in more of the comic creator streams than I have the other places. Um, it just I don't know. I just love watching people create stuff. So I just hang more in those places, which I
that's
love. I love seeing people do art. So yeah, that's my favorite. Yeah.
very cool. Okay, so this is like pretty much the end of our interview. Again, I'll
Yeah.
thank you, K-pop. Thank you, Katie.
You're
I
welcome.
really appreciate the time. But if there's anything that you wanted to tell us about what's coming up, or people you want to shout out, I don't know. The floor is yours.
Uh, everybody, there's everybody to go watch. Just go watch people. That's what you need to do, and just give them the hours. So people get monetized. If you see somebody under 500, go push their channels so that people could go get recognized, so that people get monetized. That's huge. But as for it's coming up, I have my shows Friday and Sunday, usually at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm trying to get back to doing where I used to do my late night art hangs during the week. That's usually on Thursdays or Sundays, but I like to do late night content. I haven't done that stuff in a really long time, and I want to get back to that. As for what's going up, the both of us are nominated for CBC Awards. I believe we're battling it in one of the categories. I
Oh,
know it's rough times. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be category. Everyone else is like pretty awesome. But
Yes,
the
go
thing,
follow everybody in those categories. They're all good people. Yeah.
well, I think you would agree with me. It's just an honor just to be nominated
Oh
and
yeah,
and to be in that situation. Regardless who wins, everyone's deserving, and it's just
yeah,
it's flattering. You know,
yeah,
um, as far as the awards, it's kind of cool. It's kind of like what you said. It highlights channels that people not necessarily know about. So that's it's all good, man. It's all about the community,
Yeah.
and bottom line, we're doing this for fun,
Yeah.
right? Right?
And then
Right?
yeah, for sure. Oh, definitely.
Okay.
And then the other thing is October, Comics Curing Cancer. So if you guys want to come and I'll be doing the late night art hangs again. So if you guys want to join us and draw stuff, auction things off. Even if you don't have art you want to do, I had a bunch of people jump on last year that just had books. Comic creators just jumped on to donate and sell stuff for that. So if you guys just want to do that and pop on, just hit me up. I have a couple of the groups that we got going on for that, a couple different places. But yeah, hit me up if you guys want to go on there. But yeah, that's fun. Other than that,
Said,
I don't
the thing is,
know.
I'm glad that K-pop mentioned comics curing cancer. It is something that affects everybody. You either know somebody or who's going through it, or somebody that's died. That's close to home. And there's
Yeah,
nothing better than this comics curing cancer. It's a worthwhile
it hits
cause.
everybody. That's the thing. You never know what. It's also too. You never know when it's going to happen, as well. So tell
Yeah,
you right now, I don't care what age you are. Go get checked for things.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
especially
Okay.
colon cancer.
Well,
Especially colon cancer. Yep.
that's Dan. That's an interview. Again, I
Yep.
want to thank K-pop. This is gonna be playing in 2 weeks, so everyone that's gonna be watching this, thank you so much. The thing is that you could be doing something else, but you're here with us, and I really appreciate it. So everyone, take care.